Abusia, this video is going to be an update on Kofi Adomah when I shoot no DORMAA during a Kofi festival. Jesus. This is going to be a very detailed video into everything that happened. Plus, me try addressing some of the stuff why course online. Plus, we also talk about other people like Musu Pre what the exact same festival as here. DORMAA hinning in penny for anye no so and all the dubious tactics who use to this way and now confuse you amount for. Yes, Shazi. Let's start with this. A man for Shiamu Bisam send a break of you want to say. Very simple question, and here very simple answer. But you see, the answer is always not that simple. It's always a little difficult to answer because we are not just talking about Nippon and the physical well-being. 3 things, in my opinion, are involved. 1, because he is shooting when Nino. And Nino is trying to focus, defocus, try and see things. So many things equals at the back of the eye because of the particles from a tudrona a run and no. A basana and Nino is working more than it should. In a basa bones are more pressure up by Nino so. And that leads to severe headaches. He can't even sleep at night. And so many things. Second, still a tudro particles ne run and so. Still na be the so. Even though say now, on my about 4 different major eye surgeries when a Nino me and so. Ever the #1 eye hospital in the world. Or more branch to buy. We will get to the cost of that later. And third, in my opinion, the trauma that comes with it. What he is thinking about every second of each day, especially after how DORMAA and penny for reacted to this situation, and now more reacted to this situation. Trying to be there as a father, as a husband, as a son. All these things in Abuja, it comes together. A month for a brain, yeah, because they do video, they attack, they insult, they don't think about some of all these things. The psychological effect. Even if this will be a film before, and then there is a gunshot from that movie, or not here. You see, you relive that whole trauma over and over again. So if you ask me, Sana Black, if you want to say, I can't really answer. No one can, except him alone. And I believe if you ask him, I was the only answer bet him the one word with 1,000 meanings. For a man for ABA, where the first time one more test story we seen, saying it here. On 19th December 2024, Kofi in the team from Angel FM, Angel TV, plus Kofi TV, and I mean Margaret TV. And ye kind who boom say ye called DORMAA him crew, aqua cover, or Kofi festival, or me 5 years beyond. Plus, this year, and I know ye DORMAA here didn't see a kunyasono 25 years. So it was going to be something beer. It will be good and best. Said the biggest content creators and journalists from Bono also will represent. Send a be showcase here to a full we are seeing now. So on 19th December, near drive 10+ hours from Accra to DORMAA. You go kodru na dia sane arrest ya dia chin the very next day, 20th December. Na Kofi goes to Angel on morning show e wo DORMAA him fie nanim a. During the time on morning show na course no send a down mo ye no so mo outsider. Oni mpanifo bi mu didi nkomo. At that time no ne DORMAA sana ahene e na edi nkomo. Out of nowhere ne it is a don be ye dede e wo akiri ho. And then we try na ni no na ye DORMAA omaba. And then you sorry so kwa ahwe ne ekoso because they didn't know mo ye na interview with the interview na no mo have no. Nti okọ dom num no and then you dey the mic kofa sound abra na the guys na video no mo telecasting live e wo Angel TV. Nti oye ne obeye kakra ho ne wie no and then you kokope ba bi choke kakra kotena ase so ho me kakra. And then obi be ka kire ne se ne be koso sa no pa no wo sa himfie ho no. E be happen wo himfie ni inside. Nti e be best so on be don be try position on who inside. And then the boys no started so much to am cameras na se for mo park ako inside ho. Boys ni ko inside no anche en abdom foforo ba ya omo se adonten hen na aba. No no na eba be so aduan eja. Na cameras omo de ya adwuma ni nyina ko inside. Nti e ho en man yi ne small camera. DJI Osmo Pocket 3 na or started so the video no. At that time na panim ba akon ba Kofi wa na o kire kire ne eba be happen.
si drama DORMAA over transaction no do ha very much project to adina DORMAA don't do ha
e wono nya nkyeremu se ade adontenhene na ba anopa na oba abeye amamre kro na oba abeye no ba bia bra Kofi gina at that time no na ontime nkova ohu kura na watimi atwa ena omo kire ne ba bia ono no nkonko gina we nyina akwoso we nipa na otutuo no nanim ena ne bra Kofi fo nipa na okura tuo no nachi ekoko gina ba bia yesi onyina no bra Kofi ko gina ba bia yesi onyina no any 1 second onya gina ho na ena guy na okura tuo no shutu no ewo nanim Jesus. So when you to watch steady footage ni ya, 20 ni a guy no was standing there like this. Bra Kofi be gina position na yesi onko gina no. E ho na guy ni move to the back. Go and study the footage. If the guy ni to na no kura gina Hussein no, sa no to na nka Bra Kofi ni nkura nka. Guy had to put the gun back like this and send a woshutu. The footage is there. At the time of this serious incident, no, Nameti are in fear anymore. Long travel, sitting for that long, I don't know what happened, but now Loku Mrs. I couldn't even walk. Near me, who yan said Bra Kofi Dimirikaba, ya shooting on any, or pensuo. Or drew one anna, camera, Kurano plus, I think, sending handkerchief and a BB, cell phone, or they share me some. Within a few seconds, none of nim bleed, starting from the moment, basing a con, any pensuo started here, they were holding him. Me, I will hold him, no, Namojaneba. Drew baby no na ye hwese ne city na say at Neko hospital right away any edni fra himfie ho called DORMAA or Presby hospital ho ye ko na Bra Kofi tisana hene kam e na me ni so wan so ti different kam any ye ko Drew hospital ho no a doctor for ne nurses ho they did what they could at that time with the limited resources omo ye ko ye no omo hohoro nani so na fe de omo yi particles ni bi na ye test se nani no eye hu ade correctly anaze bi atesa omo from eye specialist man by Dr. Fori and then oba ba be the situation ni no ma ye koso and then at some point ono kura no te panie ene yi particles ni bi from Bra Kofi ani so ho na doctor ni bi say how that whole incident happen here because knowing how it happened, you know, and a bit me aboa amana how I didn't know me so your nest. And I'm a friend, a guy, and I'm in the call in Steven. Because no any Bra Kofi and I were the same area, no money shoot video at the time. And on the children, what happened? And I feed them children search the doctor. Doctor for the time or by, you know, how would describe the state of Bra Kofi, you know, it was scary. He was not mincing words and he was not softening any blows and any penny or multiple layers. First layer na dey ekwa ebetimi asia ba eno na tuduro na wuram atete no second layer na so asia penetrate eno no so atete ama bia wuram nti na ene ni sei no chese akwa kogu konia ne so eyese yehwe anye saa chese how na doctor na kasa no na ehu ankasa and he was saying all these things in the presence of Bra Kofi. It's not like Bra Kofi ni room wa na ze bi etesa ti wona Bra Kofi ka say hey doc won sem a wo kan die mu oduru na doctor ne say ya e so ka no kora kire no oye doctor onye pastor wote ase nti ye kire doctor no mani hu how ade ne si happen ye no na say e be best say be transfer ye from DORMAA to either Kumasi and Accra but before so betimi make that transfer and as a referral and as a whatever no e say at least ye tim kokotwa B scan your friend bright scan now mo hwe the state of the eye baby a particles na awura dru ene ye kika ho ya ofrefre around no na hospital bi anywhere close by ya no betimi esa B scan ni bi e no ofre brekum Holy Family Hospital e no mo so betimi CT scan e na doctor ne senior ka B scan ne be reveal no CT scan no so betimi reveal the exact same thing ndi yen ko brekum kokotwa sa scan no mra at that time no na ye di hospital ho be 3 hours ye hohoro nani so na ye pepa na ye de aduru egu nani so chese back and forth ko office we saying from her to her sa and even at that time no, we didn't even know the severity of the whole situation and trust me when I say it was way worse we just didn't know it at the time sa time no na Bra Kofi yere na bana tuba na enya mo na mane because we were contemplating on when to call her and tell her say ni na asi because again na enya hu how serious are eye o friend na akase na say ni na asia na so bisa question bi na say we need answer to the question na we bisa na it's like o friend here then and also we didn't want to call her na say later you find out say oh and sheda nya de bia na you put you know kind of in an agitated state for no reason at the time Bra Kofi's focus was say ade we say na happen no it's like kind of inconvenient ntino so omo ye hospital ho wi a na ne wase akọ back to ahimfie ho akọ cover the festival because how and our plan is supposed to go all out for DORMAA and then project how a Kofi Festival plus the 25 years anniversary next year. God only knows. At that same time, Sana Hene no D and him de hospital. The concern was say we do Australia remember him post no online. Na sa manfo hu tene akoswa. One shall no ma draw comparison between DORMAA. You can finish that statement. But to Sana Hene's credit, on a driver brought Kofi to the hospital, or bar hospital, or not for over an hour. And son or more be about replacing because that day no Jumadi or festival. No. And that alone now or or drive on the bar hospital 10 hours for 1 hour. No. Was and still is more than your DORMAA Hene and Kasa aye for Bra Kofi up to this point. Ndia nam kwanzu ko brekum akwa kwatwa CT scan no. Still nana Bra Kofi 3 months no. Say up to that point no ye nyank mo ne yramane. Meni so wade akra de se wo de yenko ne yenkotwa scan no na yemfamra. Ye bana doctor ne ka se say ni sinya. Oh friend na you have every detail na baby say bia and you can answer. Bra Kofi friend na o kire nse na say ni na happen before so obeka na nsem ne kura wie no. Now no na o akra one ma festival ni bi no. Ono na kire exactly what happened. Che say it was Adebia Fede, yeah, I walked Nunya Fede. Yeah, to shock because she wasn't there, she was giving us details. And to say the nature of info I know what at the time, it was mind blowing. To the point to say, no man happened to Bra Kofi and then the eye situation, not doctor. And I'm who said, no, there are some people who be a if they say so more deal against you, better believe it. Time of Abe in the first video, cause of video, people were doubting her. And then she showed the video. She said, oh, I've seen some footages of a mouth where I had two in the book. Charlie. And you know the crazy thing, even that time, now, the concern, they say, I did not happen. You keep on the down low. Mammy and Yadia Bia. Afe no Baba said the negative story no Baba be cover a dia or more year DORMAA, which is the festival of DORMAA in 25 years no because of the relationship or no work with DORMAA Hene any Bra Kofi or any Bra Kofi or more with DORMAA Hene. You see nana bine truba we Hene why a fashion pen onim se bibia betimi asi and then if se bibi sometimes it's not within your control but what you do afterwards no Abusia is very important. Ntiombe na DORMAA Hene proper time to do the festival no and then on any penny for whatever they need to do no abusia omaye send e be afterwards no na fedie how umbe so avoid the situation at hand no abusia omahu how we be si akwafa. And guess what DORMAA Hene did? Absolutely nothing, not even a phone call. Nti ye returning from Brekum to DORMAA no and Bra Kofi said during the time na you shoot no na or record video at the time. So it may be say, bia the camera na capture time you shoot no. And na video yi camera no. And I will go through the footages na na walk camera na so no. Nti o hwe na no hu footage no. And na video de kire. So that time na me kura no me hu exactly how it happened. And abusia no one in his or her right sense no and na mind no. And e be hu footage o be ka say okay Dabi ade we de enye hu bia. Because clearly you can see say you shoot to be when anim. And that is no joke. Jesus. The sign free brekum bedru DORMAA na the CT scan no come Dr. Fori. So my interpretation or na akwa hu school nim how be si achechire ma kire. But ene kura na CT scan e so mo sam report bi ka ho nipa na ono no ye ne onu hu ye nyina. Ene na doctor ni be gina so ye kan ho nipa na no be masa report no kura na oni hospital o brekum. Ndine ya sije bien sabe cancer report na gise Monday. Ti ekwe na CT scan no kokoma Dr. Fori eno treatment se na wo kana basically sa na tie sa no hu no. Ba wo de yenka yakoma ntu ye bibia be fine. Ti ho na Bra Kofi di video ni kire ne se video of how ade ni sika pinje ni. Nti e ho no se and after the camera and the no say camera no ekura na Bra Kofi no de record no ne glass ne kura ye ni lens no ni nyina shata papai e ho no na Dr. Fori na nkasa kura te shock because camera and lens no glass hard glass no mo de ye na say ne kura na ade na timi papai ni sin na ne imagine ni pani a soft and sensitive nti ne suggestion for us ne say e be best so be refer you to either Kumasi ana Accra And then he did that. The hospital on and a Dr. Forino on my Brakofi glasses or beshes and a baby protecting it from foot, debris in my can. The only problem with that glass on here, say, it was transparent. At that time, Brakofi didn't know call. And a Brakofi actually doctor and say, "Hey, be obesian back, aqua cover the festival." And even in that state, in the Nina corner, Brakofi still was insisting so bet me as back, aqua yejuma. What I say? Due to be best, come more different shade of, a black glasses. Send a be a nipple because the Nina go. What I say? Or much or hospital, not doctor and says, dark shades in Bini Honum. And a guy no be replace it, DORMAA and I no. See when you can say, baby, I turn those glasses in the and I'll make you phone calls and I'll must be and I need a drive to that place. Kokwaje our glasses. The right after that place near Kwaje dark shades, and I me Brakofi and a sewer, Nane Trubane driver. I will see your driver back to him feel say Brakofi or Kwakwe say or drew and say possible. Nane what the coverage of the festival and so. You go drew no. Brakofi and Tim Crane and free care, Motina came for about 30 minutes. And of fresh so I say so I may find a be an lodging. So Kwako rested, na say be a dear chin, Nasa Hodin or Hong Kong dia, Nane will cover the grand debano. What I say? The time we free him feel good drew be a near dano, and who say be a dear betchin Nasa wesa. A bit me a hard drink, or peso be disappointed on my hand. Into the best thing they say so through be money be replacing in case it's a when Timian cover, and or the frama black one puff. About 2 hours after that, now for the idea be a started look blurry man. Just say, oh, who are dear Bia Sable? Now, Fede Nam say, and try I no more be at the same time, Tino. And we shall Fede starting money to your dear. We tell them so second and near Bose, Nino, Chasayashi. Every 30 minutes, Biano, and see a dear Drew me and San Gunedino so. And you can see that it was. Ha, Charlie. Few hours later, Anna Lenda, Lady no equosino sword domano. Mesha Demini nest, and afraid dear Metasi a wopun, me be a cohere ya. Lady no plus guy na ye odi ani mai kokotwa city scan be replace DORMAA na hene no plus one other guy omo ba said DORMAA hene after all the activities e course that day no wa bre no yeso nko no aba but wantimi ama nti wa tu sa agwofo na mienu plus Linda no so mo mra mehwe how video ni sitie because at the time no na already no mo afra hin fie odada. So, I didn't happen, there is a video footage of it. Now, and yet that serious. My guess is going to be either Dr. Fori and that guy now will be replaced. Later, now we find it out, say, that third person now not come home. No, your DORMAA and the driver. In my mind, assembly see what DORMAA and him fear. Technically, ni fear. The whole DORMAA crew ni nation in sa. This that day no so abre na so no to nipa we so mra mehwe ne happen ye dia. Na ne me fa video ni ntrom because if that dey we no obi be so of one na so obi be ya hu bibia e ye DORMAA hene na ankasa e na ne me di video ni ntrom. And come to think of it, I don't think that DORMAA hene na small. They just came because they've seen the video and they wanted to see how it happened. About 2 hours later, after they left, after the Kofi couldn't even see from both eyes. The headache and now they started a costro. Around 2 to 3 a.m. Nanitino or say a boom to sing. The pain was unbearable. Until around 5 p.m. Nana driver or rush Kofi to Sunyana Airport, send a bay on early morning flight to Accra, na ebia kolebune so mokwa no makwa what is going on. Abra okwa airport that morning one cancer ni abanti ye nyina ye nkwa back to Accra Derby. He insisted say ye nka chire na ye nya adwuma no se ne ebe ya ebe hye DORMAA hene ni munyam. Nti that Saturday grand derby no Angel was there. Bra Kofi the boys ni nyina no mo wo ho. Me Magreb name team ye so na ye wo ho. We stayed back to make sure say even time my Bra Kofi ni wo no at least it was still at least we will try our best. Even at that critical time or go through pain unbearable. He was still thinking about the festival and DORMAA hene. It's just sad so be I'll go all out. Send a bay or bay out there. Amana ye fe na shed DORMAA hene ni munyam. At the time when Nipa no who he hear no, half of that ketes in the crown couldn't be extended to him. Charlie. Fast forward the kakra. After the festival, one would think, say, okay, right now, no festival, not been a real yet. DORMAA hene and penny for whatever they need to do, on my year. So definitely, right now, I same case, see, or him fear any dear. Definitely, no, her baby be for home. Days go by. Weeks go by, still nothing. 1 full month later, and a break of fire. Nanabne Truba, ye video. Now watch exactly what has happened.
Etrun, watcha, or the tone of not true ni day. See, obo etrun, the boy mukun name him. He was shot in the face.
If say you ba ukun wunia, and now a downfall, and you're shooting when a name say, Nkabeka bosome and sana if so can be bikura waka. Knowing perfectly well say asema ye can right now. Any penny was na yeka. One of the eye specialist doctors said was young babeshe break of you know. Back what they drobi by I think says a blue in colors and you do any swa. I dear be all when you son or machine be betting the was okay we were. And then after so this head run good break of you or they had the machine share you who you know. The only thing I can say no. I deal with a yes or much. And so many break of you quite dedicated eye hospital or more specialized equipment, sir. The whole country of Ghana, Korea Nibi. Send a bay on bitim dia share, no, ako and ninechi, acquire all the necessary surgeries and tests in a to properly determine, say, if the meeting affects, say, the situation at hand, and then, you know, who says them, And that same doctor suggested the #1 eye hospital in the world. It does here because UK dear, and I Dubai dear, based on the currency, dirham, any pounds, pounds was through into no Saudi and you call Dubai. Hono mo de dirhams into the bia one baby from kakra. And on my arrangements, the brack of you call Dubai. The first visit alone no go through consultation, finding out what happened, how it happened, what has been done. And then passing it through all the machines upon machines or more, tests upon tests to make sure, say, at least if they can fix him and now say they be. And then later did the first surgery. That first trip alone cost $2 bebre. That eye hospital, it was Dubai Healthcare City. That whole area in our hospitals and Kwanegu are more specialized in just one thing. It be a leg, spine, nose, eye, ears. Just a specialist in that sector. So that area, no, say it's not cheap. Hotels are lodging what that area is not cheap. And no, I think it's only 3 or 4 days, and I'm returning. About a week later, and I'm call back. And no more corner, I'm 3. Or 3 major eye surgeries on both eyes. That second visit, cost to an unimaginable amount of dollars. Just a baby. That second trip, Omudi Dubai, I think about 10 days or so. Dubai Mpa, Omubuano is supposed to be cheaper, and not lesser. The emergencies and Komuko UK, the end there. Kajinyame. Their 3rd visit, next month. 4th visit, 3 months after that. And then the 5th visit, 6 months after that. Every trip, every visitation, be an abusian. It costs serious amount of money. All the nitty-gritty details, I'm sure say either break of Kasa and then wife, Truba. In due time, probably we'll talk about it. When you what the families are going through emotionally, psychologically, you have no idea. And the people that are supposed to act, do something at the bare minimum, a phone call, they couldn't do that. They've done absolutely nothing. And on top of all that, you are a man for. They are still insulting Kofi in Nigeria for the fact that some see or maka huase. Just say, are you kidding me? We are sure say you wouldn't you papa. Selenda ne befra, as some man and abne to babe country and say, beyond country domahin. Uncle country and say, Obeka komado mahene the soft version of assembly and na country in son kokana. So at the end of the day, even though the mahene may know exactly what is happening, but maybe not the severity of the whole situation. Because a man for else or woman the right information, they are just beating around the bush with him. But anya shade to some extent, bia na nabne to video bab on thing, may babe talk about some of the details of the matter. And on top of that, video of how it didn't happen you hit it online. One would think so. Where there's a domain who has if it is right now, the evidence or everything is clear. Charlie, it's like until one day me and me home friend Linda Bissan say, like, a dear happen. Dear not domain in penny for a home. Say, it's like as some Linda can say, oh, I did wait dear, domain in penny for Guso. Now it's not like that. Some can see na DORMAA hene twi na ni saa ontimi nya saa and I'm say okay sa ahoboa no mugu so a eni omunye ne ntem because how wade na che na omunye ntu anamon bia no ebufu yaba because sa asem sen yasi no bia ma the benefit of the doubt amount time to react na se ni nyina no afa nipa ne se like onim nyansa chese ni oye ni nyina nkusi aga type of thing na in a way no you are insulting the person. What I say? The last time I'm in Lenda Kasaye was 9th January 2025. Besine, nothing has been done by DORMAA. About 2 weeks after the shooting incident, na festival na end no. Na obi anywhere officially no wa frɛ Bra Kofi kura say, bia nana DORMAA and etu yen say, ye mra mehwɛ Bra Kofi in the situation. How things were going, it was unthinkable. And then I think say Lenda no arrange with omo committee chairman and no wa kra or say chairman ne ba kan say Bra Kofi mu asem kan no o wa kra hwe ne ho yade e na asem sin abanti na yeso no de nani behwe according to ono ananum asem no enye DORMAA hene ne soma no so omra ho time omo committee chairman plus amafo ode omo kan omo ho baaye no Bra Kofi ankasa fie no omo baaye Bra Kofi ne ba no na esa amafo kurakura ne mu because he couldn't even walk on his own. Charlie. Committee chairman na numa sem say ono na aba ne ba enye DORMAA hene na asoma no. All ba okura ne nsem shinapo baako 200 Ghana cedis mako 5 which is 1000 Ghana cedis. That is personal from ono ankasa. There is a video of this whole conversation between Anabne Truba, Bra Kofi committee chairman and the boys on your mobile. And the committee chairman no asi ni ono buy or di nani aba be hu no. Obekwa akoka kire DORMAA hene because it looks like say asa ade na happen ye no ne ha wo mo mate afa no nya sa akora ne tie nti okwa obekwa akobo na na amane on I think 10th to 15th January mu ho baabi ena DORMAA hene jire frɛ Bra Kofi yere say still na no omugu ahoboa so na DORMAA hene is not like say wotwi nani anase wi etisa na DORMAA hene wotu kwan after festival no na wabre nti na yeso okokɔ dwojo ne ho kakra e wo baabi nti asie wom sa conversation no na meti hobi Bra Kofi yere ma DORMAA hene jire ya aware say this conversation no nipa asumasi na wa ha phone call no at the loudspeaker and it's also being recorded during that time no mo committee chairman na e ba Bra Kofi wa ba be hwe no na sadly no ono no wa free wa kan chinegu nti na DORMAA hene ne jire on that phone call no or say enam say DORMAA hene nya available nti no so ono no or rush back kra no be make arrangements for nipa na wa free no ho ena na abne Trubaka say oh yeah nipa na wa free ne de ya ne nabusuafo go through no it's unbearable but it looks like say Ghana that is the only thing a bit me get our attention if says obi enwu from something abusia no one actually cares na senka Bra Kofi wu ya ka DORMAA hene ne mpanifo the convoy aba ho dadada na DORMAA hene yere me sure so ba Accra to make those arrangements no Bra Kofi so wa Accra she couldn't even pass by to see say sign a Bra Kofi crazy situation no esitie no now let's talk about Angel FM for a second there be am can say asem we happen here no e senka ye between Angel for and I can say DORMAA hene mpanimfo say na be on be resolve what dey we peacefully and amicably but so what follow Angel for kakra you know so munye serious as a company when it comes to taking proper care of omonko of during the time omuhiamwa the first time I attack Bra Kofi aye this can twitwa na nka ye penekuno not even a press statement Angel for current me post to be about the whole matter ama brako amanfo ko Angel I think say asembia no ketachi free faka so omukọ akọpe no akọ dey ne top so omukọ bunu say whatever omukọ no omukọ tuhia ama brako wo ho attack omde ko lady ne so at the day no abusia na nya de ketwa. After that whole incident, no, the next day, not even a phone call to check up on the lady until very late cry. Bra Kofi shooting incident should have been number 1 on their to-do list because or call in their name to work for them. But it didn't happen like that. That almost see you, Mr. Vincent, whom Bra Kofi no, osunye. After a whole, and no more on the boss, which is Dr. Kweku Oten, the owner of the Angel brand, no, abusia ba fie babehwe Bra Kofi. Man ni beduru ya abusia ono no kwa ye basa chain obia come and see sikani e wadwa ne ho a wosu abusia na nye easy because when him say ni ho asem na yeka the inconvenience of it sika ebekom ansa na obetimi agete o site ne back kora na wagete ne back enya de ketwa ba papa no yade that day oba ho no o che ofie o ankasa okwo o sign the sika kora sign support ye and then every single day biano man na reach out bisa how abrako fi hu sitie nti o scientist still na domafo nyanya ehwe no e na o si okay ono ankasa o personal relationship with DORMAA nti no be frɛ DORMAA na wa arrange meeting na mo ahwɛ how best ya on betimi go about things e na frɛ DORMAA no ne kasa ye DORMAA say on DORMAA be kasa and then you know they will see what they can do from then no DORMAA peke Dr. Kwaku attend course bi if say course called DORMAA na it's about break of situation now you won't get any response from them being and as so be super respond do wa na ba be tossing game which leads to nothing lender DORMAA na hene nana suma hene DORMAA hene yire ena DORMAA hene na ankasa nana suma hene de na wunim bra Kofi ansa kura wo ba be ye hene we using a platform the aboa wo pen what you say project and now we at the time when it comes to say okay, credit you know say whatever or make it to what you need one even way personal level asem we see on floor catch us na in this encade we kura see what DORMAA na nke see wo ba bia wo te ye no ka be ehu bibi o frɛ no ka kire say na mani fura kwase Kofi men kasasa on be hwɛ ne on be ya afa ho be si nne one friend. And then wusuma hen okura woka ho ene ma bra Kofi be cover this festival la we nyina kokosi. So if not anything krana at least at the bare minimum no make sure say be a proper conversation be and there is a proper connection between DORMAA and then bra Kofi ni nebusuafo. But no. Charlie. Now share video e bia beka say be a bra Kofi ye bibi enu nti DORMAA for treating it like that. But I promise you that is not the case. So let's talk about other incidents that happened with the exact same festival. Kofi festival last year. Time omu committee chairman na we free no oba bra Kofi ni Nigeria fie no. Asem o kan ba ko ne say afi we die omo amutututuo no oma ha omo pa. Na saa no mututuo de tete guy ba ko nso nsa during that same festival. Eno na na mombe no mutufa ho. Nothing. Another one, DORMAA T Junction ne ko abamprade ase omo palace hono. There was an accident to be happening on the 19th of December. That day was Thursday. That same day na ye ko drew DORMAA nyumre no. Sa accident no 3 guys are now ma bakromo to cover the festival and project Kofi festival DORMAA hene ne keka ho nyina. They had to go and get a tent. Send ye be ya omo betimi abo omo tent a ombe wase no mo ye adwuma ye so omo ye because so omo bae no no tent was allocated for anybody. No media house tent was even allocated at the deba na meme wo ho ni bi. So drew baby no na ahemfofo bi no mun China na media house for ni nyina akwa. Nti nipa na omukwa rent tent ne won ho no. Nipa na obetu kwan from DORMAA to I think Accra was saying. Nti na ese sa nwumre no omukwa je sa tent no. Omukwa akwa je tent no e na sa accident we see. We hear the pictures and videos of this incident na abusia it's crazy. Ka enimu nyina mo atete style bia bi nipa miensa na e wo sa ka num ba ko mema mienu ba no yese ne hwe ebugum nti na yeso mo transfer no from DORMAA to Brekum 2 guys aka ba ko de yese opra kakra bi on de na nyeden but the third guy oka ho your friend is set this guy right here abusia guy no the frontal collision incident in no just say was so guy to the level say for about 2 weeks na guy ni ntimi ntena ase morning to evening or da honko a ntimi sore ntena ne to so Charlie and it's not like say mpanimfo a wodoma hu ana o mante they knew everything they saw everything footages were sent to them nothing was done nothing
I said minya on the 19th of December yeah meka nyina condemn abrantie menibi ena adwuma so amebo anase akoniaba ye start ye mfa 4 years 3 years ni akoniaba di ena obedunfo bi hu memobo obia mi bia nim ka ni yisu makonya accident amaka no I condemn it see DORMAA police station CCA. Asem to me, you say asem to wa ne hu wadofo ene watamfo. Ba be ka de bepe. Asem siye na binni ho. Bezo enso betimi e for me ba be stories e ka chempanyimfo bi. But I don't want to go there. But the main factor is now Nyame do maintenance as I wanted. But still I'm say I'm in the healing process. So you
know that this is not some kind of an isolated something. It's their emu. How we operating no. Asem ni sia yen kan ho hwe. Yenya ho asem kan. Ebekọ akoda. Some of these people kura no nnia manfo bi ma ebetimi akon asem amom. So what happens? Peska kosa ho yade or you are dead. Accident bi anywhere back happen na. Who abroaching accident happen? The fact is accident happen ama you machine no ambulance will come. Charlie, but Ghana nka bibi sen yesi ka reach out ka say oh bia enam some ba festival we bi nti no. Wo dey mo nyiska we say infante mo kasubi. Nothing like that. All three incidents amaka nwasem nyina no. Nothing, they fail to act.
Nemo concern and caring a very important every institution. Maybe I will be a caring and concern. I did here pass a nipa and here.
This attack on Kofi feels like a spiritual and physical attack. Man for planning to make it happen. Because during how asem we see now we be both fear Kurana asem si why you are somehow the responsible, even though say be a new Ukraina who cause the whole thing now. Based on normal transpire up to this point now, I have a feeling say that shot was supposed to kill Kofi. He wasn't supposed to come out of that. And since that failed, everyone in the position of power to do anything about it, omo person omo disassociate omo from that incident. Send whatever they did, and sign more so. That is the only logical explanation left. So we beat see, not even a phone call. Obibaka say, oh, to draw the same kum, where a be a mistake from so aba, and answer one shudder. You see, what the same festival as Seno, attitude being sa. Unim the story of Kumasi Buokrum Buddha. You understand, say? Yes, no, what did to a dura, I want to a grand cano. Then ye dikuno, a to draw, and I need them more grain of rice. Ye did be afraid to draw no, and I know offer, dikuno. So if you say so to draw kuna, a kuan kasa. And if that same bit sense, now can who asem na say in favor DORMAA pennyful, guess what they'll do? They will start calling their bloggers and TikTokers and give them some half-baked information. Now for the modern net and so no muji the day for. Without actually assessing the facts and putting themselves in the shoes of the afflicted. And the crazy thing is, most people that will be doing the insults, not any other tribe. Some people cry feeling like more bununi than obi oye bununi bia. With this incident and other various incidents are happening in regards to obi oye bununi no. Who say when it comes to abonofo, they will go all out for obi oye hoho. No obi oye onwani yoku bununi de. Omoni ne be de tan. Ba say ye hoho obetim kura to ni fie na chew fa. But onwani yoku bununi. Me personally me free chira sha DORMAA se chira nsa se nyina DORMAA hene nsem ne wo what you say so technically no DORMAA hene me hene me de ani die bie wo wiase be mana na DORMAA hene anya hwe kura de oye panyin che me hye na se but if say asem bi ti sensi na so mo ye ne basa bia se ne o maye we na nana ye beka ho asem that is one kasa DORMAA hene wo mantra if say nkoyie nko ade a wo beka. And what has happened here with Kofi's situation we see is very, very wrong, Ankasa. At least based on how more active, what do we pay him for? One of the day from home bloggers, back once more kind of say, oh, Kofi by edge, my Tuyana can't see be happening to a sky dear Tuyano. On first says, can you be concerned who you are? You're ready, Whatever money that was paid, was paid to Angel FM. Inti Bra Kofi kura ska o G de mame for fuel ne kan nam say no we dey necessary based on the amount involved in this just say onfani nyina ma Angel for because omo na ye corporation ye dey anya hwe dey you betimi nya ska to petrol akwa kotwa festival o ye kan say bono day in day out to be a back and be na busu ye dey ko ba bia ntini this is nothing new for us because Scanner Angel for air charge DORMAA for to come cover that event, Kofi festival and grand derby and whatever, on their airwaves, that money was huge, and DORMAA people they couldn't pay. Intina say ska kakra no masienya no so ka so kwa kwajibi akwa ye adibi oho. I'm saying no, omo fani nyina ma Angel for. The amount omo ended up to was I think say 20 to 30,000 Ghana cedis for the 3 days events from 3 major from 3 media houses, Kofi TV, Angel TV Plus, Angel FM, and then me, Magraheb TV. At some point, the funny thing is, now how I'm a cover festival, if you know, you know. So I want to have some video footages, drone footages. You call guy back why you call only those drone footages. No, as my guy in the country, Stephen was me by this time the scam much charge or more money crowd they made 30,000 cedis, and I was like, Chamai. I came here to do everything for free. Wa me ba wa ba be copy adia wo twa ye ne kora no. Wo se me mpeka kran settle answer. And nam se Bra Kofi ne ba be ginem renegotiate everything with Angel for all the kora de no se nke be possible. Ke Angel for nya de ni ma, DORMAA for free because when it comes to Ghana, na DORMAA hin wa born home modern. So at least so mo ye mo for free. But here is the thing say call mo kono na equipment bi kuro mu ya na ezo mo high from say studio 502 is saying amanfo ode mo call ye cars me nu a de call ye so many things involved. Angel as a corporation airtime na go betimi use for other programs o mo dedicate so at some point they should be kind of ade bi a represent say ska kakra bi a. That's the reason why for the 30,000 no mo je because about fresh TV stations crowd send no more mbeje for a whole day coverage of a day. Come on, Ghana data to stream live for that days mbedi wo Kofi TV, wo Angel TV ni Angel FM plus broadcast whatever fuel aduane ne eka ho. That alone 30,000 can barely cover that amount. And also that reminds me of one of the tactics mbehu se omu use. What they do ne say day for example na eso mutu scanner and say nipa no beba waba omontua asem ne happen in about 3 weeks later and after the almost start is okay scanner ababedi ensem say send my Bra Kofi nti omo frɛ Bra Kofi omunya no enam se nani ho aka onhu test no grobe register obi na ready ama no ote ase nti no he couldn't respond to you, he couldn't answer the phone calls eba ne phone so na e kan ka ho nyina and ne yere nana is not the person or nye ne PA ote ase so ne obetimi afa no na wafa ne ontimi mfa no omfa so lenda na bedi ho dance at some point they weren't even calling Bra Kofi anymore. No more friend or no Bra Kofi ne yere. Nti edru ba bia nana so breye no. And I feel lend an attending attention to me. Nti no friend me, oh my God, be sakan escape say send my Bra Kofi but ye person your account number e for to say ni sir. And I'm can say the time na mo Bra Kofi nche na bisa no say oh. Ono na suma hene na ye bibia or every information bia masuma hene nti bibia ni omisa na suma hene. Because when the phones so nani can't even see what or send a man na suma hene to even send it and forward it to bia. And I lend down a call, the next mine pay the details, and I feel send this as 30,000. So even though this kind of pass it through Bra Kofi account, it's going to Angel FM, not Bra Kofi, and now me and Nancy Kofi TV. And they did that. They wanted to send you that money, Send a bay on betting me, Jina, so they can say. So, Baby Juma, or buy any Tiaoka. And if the Bibia happen, it's no more kind of, how. That was the whole situation why in Tianon person yes. Because set guy now on no accident no. Omunim sa tactics ni nyina. Nti dede phone no mugu to talk no baako. And a frɛ e kan say set no so open phone number, ni momo number. Na ne was send this car kwa akoto so. E no frɛ ni superior. Na o ka say ni na ekoso. E no say there be. Ni omo be nie. On be send you scan no na afei de o makɔ live a kyerɛ say. Ade we happen ye no. Me kura me send you scan. And there will be details of it. Or send one CD Kurana or the Bejina Swak cancel. Set time out. That was the reason why I know person at least say there is a transaction from DORMAA to Bra Kofi account. Always be no more strategy. Time my Bra Kofi Babaka who was say anything akwaso DORMAA. Almost oh, ye shoot no any man say nyanka wewu and then yes I net here to throw ne gu nani to ne kura ni e boom say ne sa. After the video ne buy no more strategy akwakoye. Me ma yenka ho asem kura. And then a month we bring now who videos they were like So saying it happened, you're not afraid, they're not more can say, and then people started talking. Who's a man for Kasana, then they switch strategy. Afraid, or buy any Tianaka, until it's Escana, so the because always, they are trying to find ways and means to not take responsibility for what was done. And one thing I also blew up online, and the people kept asking me was, say, Oman who say Ibrahim Mahama, President Mahama, Ninuya Bema, Wabamua Babeboa, no Kure Womunye, pa. Time assembly drew Mr. Ibrahim Mahama and him no. Out or a che out, and I fed you on also the name moi, a babeboy. But show online, now his figures be a month for Bunumuko to a website and blogs binuma. I was your sanity. But near Wayan, Yamin Shirani Bebre, because our month for Bebre or war, Mutawasem Krana like, they will even think twice about it. But no one reaching out to a friend, assign this Kakurasa Bababua. So I some two know Hiamwa. Na so bi ba wo mwa 1 Ghana cedi kura na busia waye bi pa because asem we kura de nke mfa ne ho but otie no o step up abusia oba beboae bra Kofi kura te se Mr Ibrahim ma aba ne mwa no kese no no kura wate shock no no kura onim sa manfo binom dwen ne ho sa that way say asem to na ombetimi aba ne mwa ne ne keka ho ndi Mr Muhammad de Nyankopon hira ni pi no mo na dwuma nkoso se ne be ya afoforo so hia mwa sa obetimi akọ mo so mwa se si adru level amanfo anka bra Kofi yiso no ane platform e de aboa mo pen no amanfo te se bra Kofi ni se no mo person mo reach out no mo boa bra Kofi kakra a mo wa na fi de se nipa no kokosi ne so no na fi de se nipa ni bu nipa na bam keka nsem bi te se na bra Kofi no ni YouTube skakra wetimi adi awie se nipa na opeso de ni sika kakra na wonya no beboa bra Kofi no ada se nipa no ni abusuafo and this is a personal Bra Kofi using the platform they have on multiple occasions. And naturally, the nipa binom you're very ungrateful ankasa. Sign crack kaka ho say Bra Kofi yere o ska. Na ska o wono betim dia hwe no. Bra Kofi nipa ne pa de o hwe. All these things say na be ye nipa anko ba beboa no. Na sebe pokora nsu ntomum. Bill Gates eye billionaire. Our foundation amanfo tu eska tum no yisu say eska ni bi dia boa foforo. Gaman chema hu ni video wa or solicit for funds, send a busy or bit me use escan on day abuan and crowford and a man for. Senko whisker. Sebi, the kind of thing. Nana Santin and Cheney who is or solicit for funds to help rebuild Confanochi Teaching Hospital. Senkana Nasebi, score 1 year skaketwa, go bit me, but sometimes, you know. Charlie. And if so people saw bois Bra Kofi, now on Timmy Rachel and as at least where Timmy pass it through. Se wokra na wontime mwa Bra Kofi na at least men si nipa na oba beboa no ho kwan. Come on. And the moment you do that na nya Bra Kofi nko na wo ha no wo ha na jire wo ha na busuafo nyina because the amount involved in this no ebusu enyiska ketwa and the people that were supposed to help act in a way ebusu they are not helping. This will be na so nya atenka say oh ma me mwa Bra Kofi even if say 1 cedi kra na don't never mention nipa no ho kwan. And finally for this video, me am creating a GoFundMe campaign because looking at the gravity of the situation and then the amount involved each time biana abusia I think say is best say ya online ya ehwe Bra Kofi videos ehwe magra videos ya enim Bra Kofi atena asem bia waye video bia mo ani age ne ho pen bia watena asem no pese oboa in any way ya obetimi abusia ma create a GoFundMe campaign no ane se wako gofundme.com/Kofi Adomah ska bia be through this GoFundMe no be go to Bra Kofi ankasa se de be boa a help with the surgery ne omo transportation to Dubai ne ekeka eka ho nyina ti abusia mesrɛ se kakra bia obetim bia no just YouTube description as well link in da ho on Facebook or through the description section of the video na link no ho and also in the comment section abusia kakra bia obetim bia no ye nkyere odo nkyere Bra Kofi because why yet this for so many people abra wonni momo wo ba bia we say me di kan ka kire Bra Kofi say ni na mpese me ya obeka kire me say minyai and I know say right now no say he can't even work. He has been in the house for almost 2 months without going to work or employee. So many things are happening. And I know that this help will go a very long way, even though say nyon wankasa and asking for it directly. Because when it comes to Bra Kofi, he's one of the good, kind, genuine, and selfless people out there right now. Abusiane sunipa omo noso. Nti se bibiti sen ato no a abusia I think say nyina ebetimi aka ye ho abom na kakra ebetimi atoto ye nsa ase no. Abusia yetim di aboa se na ebe ya the surgeries the medical attention ohia no abusuo betimi anya because Bra Kofi minim no. He goes all out for people. Even when the task seems impossible, he will find a way and make it happen. One case in point, Anochi Supremo, Daddy Lumba Jr. Time me through say Koko any surgery. I didn't go India. Bra Kofi and the ye resi fans. Ebusama I didn't koi. Ye didn't koko drew wa surgery koko ya anya successful of free mo India no. Now for the ayetting to even get his body no back to Ghana because India for say car or in care time or hono when you are release body no. The same Bra Kofi ya babe so cameras in so receive fans na India for hospital ni here. Send a be ya Anochi Supremo body no betimi aba back to Ghana na nebusia for akwa ne crabby. He did that. I don't even know how or pull that off, but he is that type of person. This is say a draw no so. Na say based on how I normal city no. Or so him in that sense and in that way. Then I think say and say yes you sure do the Bra Kofi. Even if said DORMAA and penny for I decided say they would do nothing about the case. Ebi so I will share the GoFundMe process to me follow. Ubetimi send this scan to us on the Momo number. Number is 054-921-1233. 054-921-1233. Dear that's why Stephen Kofi Adomah. That is Kofi TV or more public kind of phone number. In case of anything biana. That is the number I'll bet me send this scan akoso. Abusia kakra bi enso and obi obetimi aboa no. Nyankopon be shire opi. And I know said this will go a very long way and Bra Kofi will never forget it because he said sometimes obi hiamwa but he can't ask unless he will be full step in to ask for the person. As people no, yes we are our brother's keeper. O young konda na oda. Ato Bra Kofi ne ade chen betimi ato a na obi a bia oda wakoma so pa. This already the was right now. Kakra bi e betim di aboa no. Abusia. Moma. If anything biana or the fact comment section as well, I'll try my best to respond to as many as I can. And if anything be privately so obetimi DM me. Again, link to GoFundMe campaign no anyway screen is on gofundme.com/Kofi Adomah. And now betimi send dia komomo number 054-921-1233. 054-921-1233. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet again, Abusia. Adios.